All right, I took the left to Shell Beach, Louisiana, Campo's Marina here. It's a beautiful May day. A little breezy, but you kind of expect that in May. I haven't fished here in a few weeks, but I typically do well out of Shell Beach. Don't have any great intel. I did talk to Robbie Campo, the owner of this place, just a little bit ago when I launched my boat. Kind of gave me some insights as to where some fish have been showing up, but I'm just gonna go exploring and see what I can find. Conditions like this, during this time of year, it's usually pretty good, but you never know until you go. So let's go find out together. All right, I've pushed into the marsh and got some good news and some bad news. Bad news isn't really all that bad though. The good news is that the water looks great, absolutely fantastic. The bad news is that we're at the bottom of a falling tide and it hadn't started rising yet. It will, but it just hasn't yet. Before this wind gets up too high though, I'm gonna throw a little top water. I got this matrix mullet tied on, kind of looking through this little area, and I'm seeing some bait. I don't see any mullet necessarily, but there's definitely some bait in here. So let's see if we get some blow ups. I'm starting this morning with a sweatshirt on. It got cool last night, surprisingly cool for May. Feels great this morning. It's gonna get hot today, obviously. It is May, but it's really nice right now. I'm not sure what this bait is, but it's definitely persisting. There's some bait around here. It looks fishy, fishy. Not as much water in this little cut as I was hoping. It's only about 1.5 feet. Oh, something hit me. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. That's a nice keeper trout. All right. Top water bait, baby. All right, love it. We'll take him. Good start to the morning. That fish kind of missed it, and came back and really hit it well. We'll see if he, oh, another hit. Let's say we'll see if he's got some buddies. He obviously does. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, come back, dude. Come back, dude. Pretty water and bait, just such a great combo. Just kind of, oh, another hit. Come on, come back and get it. Just kind of observing what this water's doing. I think it's still falling, still at the end of this fall. Not moving much. Doing something like this, I'd much rather a rising tide. You want something that's gonna flood these flats. But we are getting some bites on the end of this fall. I wouldn't expect the topwater bite to last all that long this morning. That sun is getting up. All right, just saw a mullet jump. That's definitely the bait you want to see in fishing topwater. You'll take anything, but mullet is preferable. Oh goodness, that was such a great hit and I missed him. That was a good fish. That was not a good fish. Oh, they are tagging it. They just keep missing it. There, oh, I missed him. Multiple hits on that cast. The first one was a really nice trout. Let's see if we can get another one. Man, you get 6 or 7 hits on one cast, you throw back in the same spot, can't get a bite. That's hilarious. Oh, I missed him. I cannot believe I missed that fish. He was hooked up. Oh man. Such a great hit too. Hopefully this tide is beginning to move with a little more conviction. I really can't tell. And I really like what we're finding out here with this pretty water and all this bait. Just need that water to move to really inspire those fish to feed. And it should. Oh, I missed him. 2 good blow-ups. Goodness. Oh. Getting a high percentage of blow-ups relative to hookups. But man, the strikes seem really good. Seems like they have the bait and they just don't. It's all right, I love this. Absolutely love throwing these topwater baits for speckled trout. You can catch some really nice fish doing this. Even this time of year, there's still a few nice trout left inside the marsh. The month of May can be really, really good. Well, it's usually really good in the marsh. The fish are generally not quite as big as they are in April. To get those bigger trout, you want to fish in those big bays on the outside, but there's definitely some stragglers left in the marsh this time of year for sure. And plenty of like 15, 16-inch trout. Good solid keepers. Some days throwing topwater, virtually every blow up is a connection. Like that's when they're just really feeding hard. Most days it's more like this. And some days it's like you'll get 20 blow ups for every connection. Maybe even more than that. Oh. Three hits. 3 hits. Oh, there we go. That's a connection. We'll see if we land him. Nope, we did not land him. Oh, shoot. I can't tell you how many blow-ups I've gotten on this bait. I've tried a bunch of other stuff. I tried the depth strike that I've had so much success with lately. Can't get a bite. Tried the scope stick, which is a jerk bait. The floater, because it's pretty shallow in here. Can't get a bite. There's obviously a bunch of fish in here, but they are strictly keyed to topwater. They are knocking the fire out of it. But I'm guessing with this weak tide, they're just not aggressively feeding. They're just hitting the bait to kill it. I've gotten way too many strikes relative to hookups. And I'll count that one as a hookup. I mean, it just pulled the hooks. But even still, you know, when they're really attacking it, they'll take it deep in their throats. You know, so even the ones you hook, when they're not really feeding, you might hook them outside of the mouth, or maybe they just barely get the back hook, something like that. You'll lose a high percentage of those. But if the fish are gonna hit top, I'm gonna throw top. Like it's so much fun. It's really hard for me to leave stuff like this. I bet you I've gotten 50 blow-ups. Yeah, I don't think that's an exaggeration. Obviously, some are from small fish, you can tell, but some are really nice trout. All right, let's, oh. Another hookup, but another lost fish. Man. I mean, these hooks could not be sharper. That's not the issue. That is definitely not the issue. Make a few casts with the scope stick again. Oh, there we go. There we go. I knew the scope stick had to work. All right, there we go. All right, that answers that question. All right. All right, there we go. What question is not answered, though, is whether this fish is a keeper. I don't know. I'll know shortly, though. I kind of think he is. He's going to be close, though. Oh, yeah, he's good. Yeah, I told you it was shallow in here. And obviously there's a lot of snot grass. Fish love this stuff. It's frustrating to fish around, but it's productive. Oh, there we go. Well, not a big one. Nice to connect, but not a big one, obviously. Now, he got the front hook. Glad to see that. Just wish he was about 3 times the size that he is. Another guppy. Another guppy. Dude, you're about the size of the bait. You can be a force to be reckoned with when you get big. I like your spunk. Get out there and grow. A lot. Oh, what is that? That's a good trout. There we go. All right. Stay in the boat, boys. Stay in the boat. We're hoping to take you home and eat you on the scope stick. See, these are the trout that I think I was getting hit on that topwater bait. Not in the same exact area, kind of moved on a little bit, but I mean, good solid, 14, 15-inch fish. This is what you expect to catch inside this time of year. Man, I lost a lot of them. Lots of blow-ups per connection. Definitely it's increased since I switched to that scope stick. Oh, nice trout. Stay hooked up, dude. He hit me so close to the boat. Oh, lucky for us. He stayed hooked up. Unlucky for him. Yeah, we all love to catch the big trout, of course. But these are the ones that are great to eat. Oh, there we go. That was a really good hit. Stay hooked up, bro. He's only got one of the hooks. But he got enough of it. Another keeper. Just awesome. All right, this dude got more of this bait than I thought he did. Another keeper. Just a classic. On days when the fish are hitting those topwater baits but won't commit, switch to a scope stick, and I'm telling you, what a difference maker. They're definitely committing to this thing a whole lot better than they were that topwater. Now, believe me, I have gotten a couple of bumps on this that I haven't connected on, but the percentage is way better for the hookups relative to the strikes. Oh, there we go. Are you gonna make the cut, dude? It was a hard hit. I don't think he's big enough, though. No, you're not big enough. Well, you're not gonna make the cut anyway. Man, that was a hard hit. Such a little fish. About a 12-inch or so. I don't think he was 13. Oh, there it go. There's another hit. Oh, not a big one. You're gonna bump into fish this size in the marsh this time of year. And this one's dying to put a hook in my hand. And I don't blame him. See you, bud. I'm just kind of checked up here at the end of a bayou where it meets a pond. This would be a great place to be on a falling tide. We're here on a rise. Water's pushing this way. But there's obviously a few fish here. Yeah, the wind's really gotten crazy today. It was supposed to be nothing. Supposed to be no wind today. But it's May. It just blows in May. Every now and then you'll get a flat calm day, but generally not. And even when it starts flat calm in May, it usually blows by the afternoon. And we're supposed to get some severe weather the next few days. Lots of rain, lots of wind. It's the last fishing day for the next few. But by the time you see this, all that weather should be through. Hopefully we'll get another cold front or two. Really unusual in May, but not complaining. Even though I wish it were less windy today, of course. You always want less wind. Oh, man, he hit it twice. That's a good trout. Stay hooked up, dude. All right, there we go. Perfect. About a 15-incher. Look how fat. Look at the sides of this trout. I mean, that's fillet. Just, whew, love it. That dude hit it, missed it, and then came back and sealed the deal. I love going exploring. I just love it. This to me is what makes fishing fun. Just finding new areas to fish, just keeping your eyes peeled, looking for bait, looking for clean water, obviously, such an important ingredient. You find good, clean, moving water and you find bait, you're gonna find some fish, you just are. Sometimes you gotta get dialed in on what to throw on that particular day. And today, it's the scope stick. I was a little stubborn to switch to it because I was getting so many hits on top. I mean, let's face it, you're gonna get hits on top water, you're gonna throw top water. I made a few casts with this, didn't get a bite, put it down, went back to top water, but it just didn't make sense to me that I wouldn't be catching them on this, so I switched back to it, and sure enough, it's the bait. And this bait comes in both, oh, gotta hit real close. This bait comes in both a suspending model and a floating model. This is a floater. And you can tell that on the back of the bait, it says 100 FL for floater. The suspending has an SS on it. This one, if you let it sit, it's gonna float back to the surface. The suspender is gonna basically hold where you let it sit, for the most part. It's gonna fall a little bit. Well, it really depends on the salinity of the water and the temperature of the water. But for the most part, it's gonna suspend. So you can work it in deeper water. I tied this one on because when I was fishing that broad flat, it was maybe about 2 feet or so. And of course, you know, fishing jerk baits, it's just such a fun way to fish because of the intensity of the strikes. You know, these are not world-class fish I'm catching by any stretch. They're just good solid eaters. But even these undersized fish, when they hit it, it's intense. And you really don't know on the strike how big the fish is. It could be a 5-pounder, it could be a 5-incher. As soon as you set the hook, you should be able to tell, but not on the strike. Oh, I missed him. I'm seeing a lot of grass in this area, and that's why this water's so pretty. It's also why there's so much bait in here, and of course the bait is why the trout are here. A lot of people hate fishing around grass because obviously it can foul your lure. It can just be a real pain in the butt, particularly when it's like widespread. But the grass is just kind of the key to this whole bite, just so important. Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a good fish. Keepers in May are good fish. All right. All right, dude, you done? Thank you. Man, this guy had all 3 treble hooks. He wasn't getting off. Why can't they all bite like that? Oh, there we go. Oh, not a big one. Just a big hit. Next year's crop. Actually, to be honest, this fish will be legal in a few weeks. That's how quickly they grow. Croaking male. So much bait in the marsh this time of year. Those guys have plenty to eat. And they grow like weeds. You just got to be really impressed with the spunkiness of a speckled trout. A trout that size hitting a bait this size. And you know they do that in the wild. That dude gets a bait that size in his belly, he's gonna be full for a minute, that's for sure. Oh! 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 Oh my goodness. And he missed it. That was a good fish. I bet that didn't come out on camera. I don't think the camera angle was right, but right in front of the boat, one came up and smashed it on top. I wouldn't advise getting any part of your body anywhere near these triple grip hooks, but some kind of way those trout can hit these baits and not get hooked. It's incredible. All right, plenty of fish on the jerk bait. I'm gonna make a bit of a run and go see what else I can get into. To me, that's the fun of fishing, exploring and finding new stuff. Let's see what else is out there. Oh! Casting along the shoreline, came to this point, saw it's a steep drop off. It's real shallow. I threw the jerkbait up on top of here and it's like no water at all, but then it falls off to 10 feet here. So I'm gonna throw this green hornet matrix shad. I got that on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. Let's see if anybody is home. Goodness, that was quick. I threw right in his mouth. What the heck is that, a red or a nice trout? Oh, nice trout. All right. Good solid keeper. Oh, goodness, right in his mouth. Look at that. That's another keeper. Well, I think he's a keeper. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. I think he's undersized, actually. Now that I look. Yeah, he's a 12-incher. We're gonna tag him. All right, this dude is gonna grow quickly. That tag won't mess him up at all. And hopefully you catch him. There we go. That's a good hit. Is it a good fish? I think it's a keeper. Come on, dude. Oh yeah, he's a keeper for sure. 14-inch fish. He will make the box. Well, lost that bait. Definite snag down there. I've hit it a couple times, gotten free, except for that time. I was thinking about changing to the 3/8 anyway, so that gives me a good reason to do so. The tide's ripping pretty hard through here, so I'm having a hard time getting down. Oh goodness, that was a good hit. It's obviously a hard ledge right there. This tide is ripping into. You just kind of tell how that water's mixing right there. Plus, when I throw up onto it, it doesn't take my bait very long to get down. It's shallow up there. There's a fish. Threw in his mouth. He hit it when it hit the water. Oh, big flounder. All right, big flounder. Nice. He was fighting weird. I'm like, what in the world is that? It's a flounder. Caught one on my last trip, caught one on this trip. Always love catching flounder. I try not to flip these guys into the boat, but man, sometimes you just gotta make a judgment call when he's coming in. Such a good, tasty fish. Such a mean looking fish too. Look at those teeth. That came on the limbo slice matrix shad. Like I said, I got that on a 3/8 ounce death grip. He must have been just sitting right on that point because he hit right away. He saw that bait fall from heaven. Oh, there we go. That's a good hit from a nice trout. I hope a nice trout. Well, a trout. I think he's 13. I think. No, I'm thinking no. I think he is not. He's a croaking male. He's looking forward to the spawn. We'll see if he gets to participate. Yep, he does. 12 and a half. All the girls will think you're so cool with that thing in your back. Get out there, buddy. Enjoy it. You'll be able to catch these trout inside like this until about Memorial Day, somewhere around in there. And then it's just a few stragglers who are legal size, mostly undersized trout. And that'll be the case until about mid-August. When you start seeing some keepers pop up inside. Something busted some bait right up on that shoreline. You know, flounder love to do that. I remember one time, probably 30, maybe 35 years ago, long time ago, I was fishing in the Cocodrie area and I saw something busting bait on top, right up close to a shoreline. Threw a bunch of stuff, couldn't get it to bite, threw a topwater bait, fish exploded on it, caught it, it was a flounder. Flounder on topwater, it's the only one I've ever caught on topwater. All right, I'm making the last stop of the day. Now that this tide is rolling in, I like fishing these deep bayous, throwing 3/8 ounce death grips. Of course, I got this limbo slice rigged onto this one. Just got to see if I can catch some trout fishing this deep bite, which typically lasts throughout the month of May, sometimes into June. But again, just like I was talking about earlier, fish do tend to get smaller, even as the month of May moves along. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Is that a keeper? I don't know. I don't think. But we will check him. No, actually, I do think he's a keeper. We'll know shortly, but what's your guess? I think he's 13. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's 13 and a half. All right, there's definitely still some trout deep. Obviously, we caught him at that last stop, fishing really a very similar pattern. And they're definitely here as well. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, something slipped. What in the world is this? Is this another flounder? This might be a flounder or a red. I think it's a red. Or a cat. Nope, it's a file hook trout. Let's see if he's legal. I'm not sure he is. I don't think he is. My pessimism was unwarranted. He is legal. All right, haven't been fishing here long at all. And got a couple of trout. All right, what a fantastic day of fishing. It just doesn't get a whole lot better. Fishing inside the marsh, catching keeper speckled trout. Obviously, the bait of the day was this scope stick. The floater, I don't really remember what color this is. I'll look it up, but it's the blue back. I think it's like Pro Blue or something like that. But I fished that with a 17-pound mono leader, 30-pound mainline braid on an Akuma tournament concept. It's the one made for crankbaits and jerkbaits. It's a medium power rod. It's super sensitive, and I really believe that's important for these baits because fish so often hit on that pause. You've got to kind of maintain contact with that lure, very, very important, and you got to have a sensitive rod that'll feel that. You don't want slack in your line on that pause. If you've got slack, you're never going to know that he hits, and he's probably going to spit it before you can set the hook. But you also don't want to be dragging the bait along. It's kind of a fine line. Takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, man, you could really catch a whole lot of fish throwing these things this time of year. Springtime is my favorite time of the year to throw jerk baits, and this one has quickly become my favorite. Well, I'm gonna head on back to Campos Marina. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marsh Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marsh Masson.